Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Harika. So in this video, we are going to talk about the limitations while using Microsoft Office resources in PIP. If you are familiar with the previous videos, we have seen what are the limitations that we have faced when we are using web browser activities in PIP, and what are the different profiles, like with respect to profiles, the limitations, and also user data. So if you're someone new to my channel, and if you're not sure what's a PIP and how this actually benefits attended automation, then I would suggest you to watch the previous videos on PIP on picture in picture playlist on my channel. So that will definitely leave you a very good understanding of what we are actually going to say further. So I would ask you to first review all these videos that will leave you with a clear understanding. So in this video, we are going to first see the limitations, and then we are going to build a small workflow with Excel application scope, and then we will see the behavior when the limitations are met, and then how the processes run smoothly, and also the limitations with respect to Outlook. So first of all, I would talk about the limitations. So let's say if you have an Excel, okay, that you are using in your main session, and if that is opened, we all know that even though if the Excel is open when we are using Excel application scope, that would definitely doesn't affect the actions of the robot when we are using Excel application scope. But in PIP, when you are using PIP, if you're opening Excel that's there in your present session, in the main session, even though when you're using Excel application scope, that will not only Excel, but I'm specifically talking about Excel application scope, because we all know that there is a benefit that we can get even though when the Excel is open, that will not affect the robot actions, right? So but the case is not similar with PIP. If the process, if the Excel is open, even though we are using Excel application scope, that will still affect the actions that are done by the robot in PIP. So that's one limitation. So when you're using any of the Microsoft Office resources, that resource should not be opened in the main session in order to not interrupt the actions of the robot in PIP session. So that's one big limitation that we have when we are using PIP, I mean Microsoft Office resources in PIP. And then, so in order to observe what actually happens, what issue we will get, what is the error, and how to overcome, and how to let the process run smoothly, first let's go ahead and build a small workflow that will help us to understand things better. So first, what I'm going to do, I'm just pulling an Excel application scope. I'm having my process in the main, I mean workflow in the main, and I'm taking a sample Excel that I have. So let me just show you the Excel. So just small information that I've given inside it. Okay, so just small data, like any piece of information, and I just read it, or you can just directly append range. But before to that, we need to have a Excel data table. So what I'm going to do, I'm just taking a data table. I think I already have a data table, or let me just change the variable type to data table. So I am taking the value into a data table and then appending it into my, okay, and I'm appending that into my existing workflow. So now as we are using in the, like how the normal behavior happens. So let's say I have my Excel opened. Let me go to the Excel. So let's check the normal behavior in the beginning. I think it's opening. Yep. So I have my Excel open. So let's say the process is not running in picture in picture. So this is the straightforward process. So it's not running in picture in picture. And if you see, the details got appended, correct? So now what I'm going to do, I want to run this process in picture. Okay. So for that, I'll just do this picture and then run the process. So I have my process already here opened. So if you just observe, it has thrown me an exception saying that. So we all know, even though the process, even though we are using an Excel, if you're using Excel application scope, even though Excel is open, it doesn't throw any exception, correct? So if you see here, it has thrown an exception saying is read only and cannot be overwritten. So here one thing happens. What is that? Let's check. So that's why it has saved as a copy. So let me just show you what exactly happening. So now this process is it has thrown an error saying that it is read only, correct? So what I'm going to do here in my PIP, I'm going to open the same file. So if you just check this properties in the main session, the property is not set to read only, but still it has thrown the exception. So what I'm going to do in the picture-in-picture mode, I'm just trying to open the same file. So this is my file. So if you see here, it is saying it's logged for editing, correct? So because it is opened there in the main session. So now what I'm going to do, I'll just click on notify. So what happens? I'm closing my Excel in the main session. And now coming to the PIP. So here, if you see, just so if you just observe here, it has given me the read write access now. So that means if you're opening a process in PIP, Excel in a PIP, so if it's already open in the main session, it would be opened as read only. So it will not be given you the permission, even though if you didn't check the read only checkbox, but still it will not give you the access to write the data. So that's what we have seen here. So as this being the limitation, so we have seen like that is a limitation. If the process is if the Excel is open here, we cannot write the data into the PIP. So for that, what we have to do to let the process run smoothly, we have to close this Excel that's there in the main session, and only then the process will run. And also what we can do, let's say if I want to run, if you have followed the first video, this would be very much clear for you. The same thing I just wanted to mention here. So let's take this whole process as a sequence. So extract a sequence, Excel application scope, PIP, and then create it as a sequence. And then this, I'm using this as a invoked workflow. So I'll just take it off and then run the process in the current, and you should check this isolated. So then the whole process will run in PIP. So, and I have closed the Excel over here. Just run. Okay, before to which, let me just clear off the data. So previously we have seen it couldn't save the data and it has saved it into a copy, right? So now let's run the process. I have set it as an isolated workflow, and also I have closed the Excel. So now if you just see here, sorry. So let's check it out here. It has executed and it has saved it into the same Excel file. So if you see, it got appended the values into the same Excel file, right? So we have seen the limitation, we have built a small workflow, and we have checked the behavior. Like if you see, it will run it, it will open it in a read-only mode, and it will save the whatever the data is there into a copy of it. So make sure that you don't open when the process is running in the PIP mode. And in order to run it smoothly, we have to make sure that we don't open it, and also the part of the particular activities that we are using, try to open it in a picture-in-picture with isolated workflows. So That's how we can eliminate the limitations. And the same thing applies for Outlook as well. When you're using Outlook, then make sure you close the Outlook that's active in the main session. Only then the process will run smoothly when you're running it in a PIP. So that's all. I hope you got clarity on all the points that I have discussed in this video. If you still have any questions or if you're facing any issues, please do let me know in the comment section and I would be happy to help you. And if you like the video, please do hit the like button and share with your friends if you find it useful, and do subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of the videos further.